Okay, I think we're back. Oh boy, if you're watching the archived version of this, you don't know what happened like 5 minutes ago. We're having some weird audio technical issues that forced me to just restart everything, so I'm back. What was I saying? What did I say in that before I had to leave? Because I'm not gonna take any footage from that. So lost media, I guess you could call it. You know, it's been several days since we've played this. It's time to bite the bullet, as they say, and just get this over with. It's episode 3. Chat has told me and let me know that this is possibly the worst episode in this game, in the second game, which I've already been told is like the worst game in the trilogy. So clearly, you would think that this is going to be just the worst. When's the last time I played this? 6/12. So yeah, like a week ago. Alright. Deep breaths. What did I say also? Oh, we'll play this for a bit tonight. I don't anticipate tonight's stream actually being that long, especially seeing that I'm gonna be doing like probably a long stream tomorrow during the day. So we'll play this for just a bit and then you know, get to a good stopping point, you know, that the game offers, and then if it's really bad, then, and it's still been a short stream, maybe we switch to something else tonight. But I think this is just gonna be a short Sunday night stream type deal. That's what I'm anticipating. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. Prepare to witness a man who has mastered the wonder of flight. Oh, flying man. That's a line. Oh, shirtless? The world's greatest magician. The one, the only. Maximilian Galactica. Oh shit, he is Miiindfreeeeak. Miiindfreeeeak. Oh shit, he's just flying. Wait, is he gonna fall and get murdered? Miiindfreeeeak. Miiindfreeeak. Okay, if I can this whole episode just make Miiindfreeeak jokes, then this maybe is gonna not be terrible. But also magicians, and this could be very bad. December 26th. So the day after Christmas. Wasn't there a whole Christmas thing last game too? That was the case with Edgeworth, yeah. 8:12 p.m. Very big circus. Circus entrance. We got clown music. Wow, that was like being in a dream. I haven't even caught my breath yet. That was amazing, wasn't it, Pearly? It was great. There was a dancing bear, and a tiger that jumped through a ring of fire, an elephant that rode a giant ball, not to mention that guy who flew through the air. Yeah, Max Galactica. What a dumb name. He was absolutely fabulous. Huh? What? Max? This chapter sucks. I like the circus theme, though. You're a big circus freak? You a big circus man? I've never been to a circus, but every time I think about them from, like, afar, I'm always like, ugh. Ugh. Aren't circuses, like, dying in general? People aren't going to circuses anymore. Maybe for good reason. Oh, you just like the circus music. Okay. That's fair. Max... Wait, does this tune just keep playing throughout the whole episode? Max Galactica, the world's greatest magician. A magician? No, a magician. You dumb girl. Mr. Nick. Huh? What is it, Pearls? Does magic have anything to do with channeling spirits? I don't think it has anything to do with channeling. You don't know about magic, do you, Pearls? I'm sorry. I'm dumb. I braved the winter cold and took Pearls to see the circus. It's been 6 months since that terrible incident in Kurain Village. Oh, quite the time jump here. And it was during that trying time that I met Pearls. This game does that a lot, doesn't it? The series has been doing that a lot, where, like, we really get, like, throughout, like, quite a time thing. They don't do, like, case after case in, like, the timeline. They let you just kind of travel through time. Thankfully, she seems to be recovering from it and is returning to her normal self. Ah, it's time to go. You're right, we can't miss the last train. Pearls, you remember the train? Of course I did. But I don't really understand whatever it means by express train. Well, Nick, see you later. I'll come by to help clean the office. It's got to be spotless for the new year. Don't worry about it, really. You are going to visit Mr. Nick on New Year's? Maybe. I am glad you will get to spend your New Year's with your special someone. They don't... Pearly, look, it's time to go. Happy New Year, Mr. Nick. This better just... You know what's gonna stupidly make me upset? Is if Phoenix and, what's-her-face actually somehow do, like, end up together or something. I assume this is just supposed to be a joke for Pearls. She's been going on like, oh, you guys love each other, blah. Happy New Year. I really hope it will turn out that way. It's like half clown music, half like pirate sea shanty music. You know what I mean? December 28th, 9:12 a.m. Wright & Co. law offices. Well, today wraps it up for this year. Hope I can finish cleaning this place up in one day. Beep. Hello? This is the Wright & Co. Nick, it's terrible! Maya? Perfect timing. Things are terrible here, too. Huh? The office is a terrible mess. I have to clean it all up. What are you talking about? My dirty office? What are you talking about? Listen, Nick, you have to turn on the TV. The TV? Now let's check in at the scene. Of course. Uh-huh. What happened? Thank you. We're here at the Very Big Circus. The Very Big Circus has become the center of a sensational murder. The scene has created quite a stir among the throngs of excited onlookers. The Very Big Circus? That's the circus we went to, right? They're saying that there was a murder? Yeah, they arrested him too. Arrested who? Max. They arrested Max Galactica. Oh, he's the... Oh. I kind of was hoping he was the one who was killed. Oh, shit. I didn't read that. Puppet magician who can fly through the sky at will. Whoa, what is this? Wait, let me see what that said. Maximilian Galactica. Fans call him Max. Oh. I looked at the delay. Fans call him Max. That's the important detail. He sure is. So I have to defend this guy. I have to defend Miiindfreeeeak here. God. I guess it makes it more opportunities for me to say Miiindfreeeeak, though. Maya said she was a huge fan of Max. Alright, Nick. I'll see you in 2 hours at the detention center. Huh? What? See you there. You still got plenty of time to clear up your office later. What? Beep. Guess I'm going to the detention center. Oh, I have to voice the Max guy. Oh, no. I don't know what I'm going to do. December 28th, 11:19 a.m. Detention center, visitor's room. What are they talking about? Why did they arrest Max? You're asking the wrong man on that one, Maya. Maybe he used his magical skills to deal death with a sleight of hand. Maximilian Galactica would never do such a thing. Fabulous! What the young lady just said was absolutely fabulous. What a clever girl. I'm guessing this is Max. Such a fabulous understanding of events. What's with all this fabulous talk? Yeah, he's a flashy person, isn't he? Welcome to the visitor's room. Was there someone in the first game I gave that same exact kind of voice to? I feel like I did. Check the records. Go back and watch the whole first series. Let me know. It's Max. Nick, look. It's the real Maximilian Galactica. All right, sweetie. Pick a card. Any card. He called me sweetie. Swoon. Nick. Ha ha ha. Time's running out, sweetie. Pick a card. Any card. This one. Uh-huh. Oh, I thought you would pick that one, sweetie. Throw some cards at your face. The Ace of Hearts. Mind freak. Choked on spit as I was laughing. The Ace of Hearts. Ah, he got it. He got it. Nick, look, he got it. What can I say, sweetie? You've stolen one of my most valued possessions. One of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. Max. Swoon. Well, time to make this an absolutely fabulous time. Max, you should let Nick pick a card. I need a drink. Oh my god. Okay. Eek. I want to steal one of his hearts. And you are? Oh, how silly of me. You must be Sweetie's driver. Her driver? Whatever. Hurry up and pick a card. Any card. I want this one. So, Sweetie, let's be honest here. You came to this visitor's room to visit me, didn't you? Yes, I'm your biggest fan. Fabulous! Absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much. Hey, what about my card? Think of it as a souvenir. Well, Nick, I think it's time to get to work. What's the matter, Nick? Why are you looking at the ceiling? I was just thinking about what I should have for lunch. Sweetie, drop Porcupine Head over there. Shower me with your attention, okay? Oh, yes. Hiya! Absolutely fabulous! Or maybe this is like a character I gave the voice to in like Phoenix, or not Phoenix, sorry, like Undertale or Deltarune. Maybe? Absolutely cringe-inducing. Just frozen in this animation of ha! Mind freak! Max, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about yourself. Fabulous! I think we should get to know each other better too. Why don't you come sit next to me? There's a big piece of security glass between us. Oh, sweet Jeebus. What in the world? If only I could use magic. Then I could make this wallet disappear. What is this guy talking about? Anyways, lately you've become awfully famous, haven't you, Max? That's Maximilian to you, Porcupine Head. Get it straight. Jeez, people nowadays get their panties all in a bunch over nothing. Anyway, Maximilian, you won a very prestigious award recently, did you not? I did indeed. It was fabulous. I won the Magician's Grand Prix, held by the Association of International Magicians. It's an award that recognizes that I'm the most fabuloso of fabulous world magicians. There was a trophy and a bust. It was it was an amazing day. Wow, that's incredible. Isn't it? I'm certifiably the greatest magician in the world. Going to guess he didn't win a trophy for most modest magician. You were signed to an exclusive contract with the Very Big Circus, correct? That's the long and short of it. You sure do your research, sweetie. I'm impressed. You just can't watch a magician on TV, you know. Magic is so fabulous, you have to see it with your own eyes, sweetie. You're right. You're so right. However, the circus, it's a dinosaur, a thing of the past. Nowadays, no one even cares about what goes on there. Huh? What do you mean? That's why I signed the contract. That's why you signed the contract? Thanks to me, the Very Big Circus is fabulously popular. People come out in droves to catch a glimpse of the magic of Max Galactica. I revived the dinosaur that is the circus. But to me, it's just another magic trick. Isn't it just wonderful, sweetie? Yes? I made all the old crusty circus performances obsolete. But I kind of like the circus performances. Maya looks a bit down. Never meet your heroes, Maya. Tell me what happened at the Very Big Circus. Last night, Ringmaster was murdered. The Ringmaster? You mean Russell Berry? Someone smashed him over the head, I hear. He was slumped over on the ground. Even though it was the middle of the night, the police presence was fabulous. Police questioned me at length. Questioned you about what? About everything. I was the last one to see the Ringmaster before he was murdered. Saw him last evening. In his room. So then, why were you arrested? Arrested? Don't make an anthill into a mountain, sweetie. They just wanted to consult me on matters. That's all. Nick, I don't think Max understands how serious this is. She's right. I think I should shock him back to reality. Before the murder, you met with the Ringmaster? Uh-huh. What did you talk about? Things that aren't for your ears. Maya, would you please ask him? What did you talk about with the Ringmaster, Max? It was nothing. Small talk, really. We were just having a chat about my salary. Salary. I am the one bringing in the crowds. I think that I should be compensated as such. You agree, don't you? Yes? That's all you talked about? Of course! It was a fabulous chat. Oh, great. The fucking locks. Just fabulous. I mean, ugh. Now he's got me saying it. What's the matter, Nick? You look all bent out of shape. Okay, so he's not gonna tell me shit. Cool. Well, now what do I do? Okay, I'm gonna just go back here. Wait. Wait, what? Huh? There's nowhere to go. I don't have a bunch of... What is that badge? Is it used in a disappearing act? I'm not a magician, Max. I'm an attorney. An attorney? Then why are you wasting your time talking to me? He isn't wasting his time, Max. You're... Okay, relax, sweetie. Miiindfreeeeak. You're just a little over anxious, I think. Whimper. Anyways, I've been curious about something for a while now. What's that? Why do you keep looking at me with such a sad look on your face, sweetie? But because you've been arrested for murder. Oh, don't be ignorant. They wouldn't arrest someone like me. Why is that? Obviously because I'm the fabulous Maximilian Galactica. So? I'm the very big star of the very big circus. And that means? I'm rich. I'm paid fabulous sums. Which means what? Max. Quit joking around. You've got to be pulling my magic wand, if you know what I mean. The police aren't really serious about all this, are they? They don't arrest people as a joke. Look at Max. He's crushed. Well, he needed to wake up and smell the coffee. It's a serious business. Yes? Poor cute. I mean, sir, you're a lawyer, right? Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm an attorney. Please help me, I didn't kill anybody. Didn't kill nobody? I may be more spoiled than a hog in a hamburger mud pit, but a killer? That's insane, I could never. Max? I swear. I just wanted to pay off my daddy's debt. He's back on the farm. Okay, I'll take your case. Really? Really. Thank you much. Y'all sure are nice folks. Max? Yes? What's your real name? It's Billy Bob Johns. What's the matter, Maya? He's really just a country bumpkin? Shattered. I must apologize for not being my absolutely fabulous self just now, sweetie. Mr. Attorney? Yes? A few minutes ago, you took one of my cards, didn't you? Now that you mention it, I did take a card. It was the 10 of hearts, right? What? How do you... You got it right, again. What can I say? You too. You've stolen some of my most valued possessions. 10 of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. Sure do have a lot of hearts, don't you? I'm putting my faith in you, sweetie. Didn't just call me sweetie, did he? Alright, let's make this an absolutely fabulous case. Come on, Nick. Let's all go to the circus. December 28th, Berry Big Circus entrance. We're here again. Yep, but this time we are here for work. Hasn't been that long since the crime, so the police are still on the scene. Let's find someone who might know something about what happened. Sounds like a plan. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Oh, it's the fucking birds. Oh, we got multiple places. Here we go. Big Top Lodging House. December 28th, Lodging House Plaza. There seems to be a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay. Really? So we might run into that stoogey clown here, right? He's so kooky. I gotta see this guy, or person. Ah, it's you two. Oh, it's fucking God. Why do I get so upset when I see him? Oh, Detective Gumshoe. How is it you guys always seem to know when I'm working a crime scene, pal? Because you're always working, detective. Well, I'd rather not be always working, but with crime, you don't make your own hours. If I have to be at the circus anyway, I want to see the land tamer and the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body, stage left. Joker. Nick, he complained. That's a rarity. Let's get back to business now, okay? Do you know who will be the prosecutor in court tomorrow? Of course. It will be Miss Von Karma. She isn't gonna hit me with her whip again, is she? What do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court. When she shows up at the precinct, the sound of that whip never ends, pal. Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure Miss Von Karma is really interesting and all, but there's someone else I'd rather talk about. Like who? Like Mr. Edgeworth, of course. Just standing there, just... You know, Nick's true rival, Miles Edgeworth. What in the world happened after I went back home? Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't heard what happened to him? Nick won't tell me. Well, to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore. He's not around? Nick, what does he mean Mr. Edgeworth isn't around? Exactly what he said. He's not around. Edgeworth is gone. Don't say his name again, okay? Nick? Is the game trying to make you think like he's actually died? Like, there's no way. There's no way they actually killed him. I think this is playing into like, oh, they're just making it sound like he died, but he left for whatever reason. The ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he? Yup. Last night, around 10 p.m. He died outside in the cold. Pretty sad way to go out if you ask me, pal. It was rather cold. This is the scene of the crime, pal. Body was found right over there. right about where you are standing now. Ah! Ho ho ho! Surprised you, didn't I? I'm not laughing. Excuse me, sorry. Excuse me, but do you mind telling me what happened to the victim? He was killed by a blow to the noggin, pal. Yeep. It's pretty clear cut as far as murders go. He was discovered quickly. But? There's just one thing that doesn't quite fit. Ha! There always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit. What was this one thing that just didn't quite fit? The thing you mentioned earlier? Footprints, pal. Footprints. Footprints? Just lying there, just... looks like he deflated, just like... I don't know why that pose just looks very funny to me. Look at this picture of the crime scene. What's this? It's a wooden box under the body? No clue, pal. Some forensics experts took it back and are examining it now. And what is so mysterious about the footprints? Whoa, calm down now. Take a good look at the footprints in this picture. I'm looking. The victim's footprints are on the scene. That's right, pal. Problem is, the killer's footprints aren't there. Bingo. Where did the killer come from? And where did the killer run off to? Are they gonna say he flew? Is Von Karma gonna be like, exactly, there's no footprints because he flew? Mind freak. And then, I'm placing my money now. And then, he's gonna have to, he's gonna in court have to be like, I can't fly. And his whole act will be ruined. But he has to say it to defend himself. Obviously, there's no way the killer committed this crime while flying. A flying culprit? That's when something just clicked in my head. Yay. He's flying. There's no way. Flying is impossible. That's right. Flying is impossible. Absolutely impossible. Haha. What's with the hollow laugh, pal? I meant nothing by it, pal. Better stated, it means I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I can get some info about Max out of him. Picture the crime scene, crime photo added. Okay, so so does it want me to... A fabulous magician famed for his aerial illusions, accused of murder. Okay. Present... Does it want me to present him? It looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say, a bad attitude follows you everywhere. It's a bit arrogant, but he didn't seem that bad. But just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal. It's not just his attitude. I've got proof, pal. Huh? He left something at the scene of the crime. One of his magician's trademarks. An incredibly well-made silk hat. Well, it does have very classy decorative elements. Silk hat added to the court record. Made-to-order hat that is symbol of Max's fabulousness found at the crime scene. Jeez. Max used a clock, silk hat, and white roses as his signature symbols. Pretty mundane, aren't they? Who cares if they're mundane? At least they are easy to understand. Must have hit a nerve. That's what he said. Who said? The eyewitness. Huh? Tell us about the eyewitness. Dum-dum. So about the eyewitness. You know I'm not going to tell you about that. That's the prosecution's trump card. Oh, well. Oh, I just remembered. What? I forgot to mention that you two are barred from entering that lodging house. Why is that? Oh, no reason. Just something I remembered to tell you. Must be because that's where the eyewitness is. Let's check it out. Don't you dare, pal. Just pay no fucking mind to him. Don't give a shit. Oh, clowns. December 28th, lodging house, first floor, Mo's room. Mo. Let's kick it over to Mo. An actual clown. This is gonna be a straight up clown. I wonder whose room this is. The name tag on the door says Mo on it. Guess he's not here. Wow, it's a real mess in here. My room's probably worse though. Oh well, I give up. We'll have to come back later. Great. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Just booping all over. December 28th, Berry Big Circus, Big Top. Circus stage sure doesn't look this small from out in the audience. Wow, this is where they all perform, isn't it? Nick, do some somersaults. I'm not doing any somersaults. Why not? You look like you'd be great at it. Why do I look like I'd be great at somersaults? Grrr. Oh, it's a lion. Huh? Nick? It wasn't me. Grrr. Grrr. Oh, straight up tiger. Tiger. He's coming this way. Grrr. I really hope the tiger starts talking to me. Nick, you're too young to die. Nick! Stay here. I'm still here. I'm not dead yet. Nick, are you okay? Ha ha ha, scared you, didn't I? Oh, it's a woman. Regent is such a cute tiger, isn't he? Where's that? She has a wand? What's the matter? You two sure are quiet. Don't what's the matter me. Nick, he almost died there. Huh, he wasn't anywhere close to getting hurt, let alone dying. This little tiger hardly ever bites people. And besides, people normally never get to play with a wild tiger, right? So if you think about it, you're actually really lucky. Huh? Huh? What? You agree, don't you? I guess. What do you mean you guess? Why are you agreeing with her? Woohoo, your costume! It's cute. I want to try it on. Your costume? You mean my clothes? You don't mind letting me try it on, right? I guess not. Really? Hee. You're the best. Wow, tables turned quickly on that one. So much for the tiger thing. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Regina Berry, the renowned animal tamer of the Berry Circus the renowned animal tamer of the Berry Big Circus. My name is Miiindfreeeeack. I'm a spirit medium. Phoenix Wright, attorney of law. When you put us up next to an animal tamer, I bet we really look odd. Nice to meet ya. Likewise. Stop with the jumping. Hey Regina, what do you know about what happened last night? You mean the murder? Uh-huh. My dad was murdered. Oh, I see. Wait, what did you just say? So, the ringmaster was your... Yep, the ringmaster was my dad. I'm so sorry about what happened to him. Why do you say you're sorry? Huh? Anyways, everyone was here practicing last night. Even your dad? Yes, everyone was here. We finished up around 10 p.m. After that, everyone went off on their own. I was the only one who stayed around here. Why did you do that? I was playing with Regent. Regent? So she was with that beast? That's when the police showed up. When they took me to check things out, Dad was dead. For someone whose father was just murdered, she seems awfully perky. I wish she would tell us more about her dad. Happy Father's Day. Your dad was murdered. That's incredible that you are an animal tamer. If you say so. It has to be really scary. Scary? Why? Huh? Regent isn't scary. He's cute. Ever since Leon died, Regent has been my best friend. Leon? Yes, Leon the Lion. Leon the Lion, Regent, and Regina. Interesting name choices. Leon, he died? Yes, actually he was killed. My dad killed him. What? What the fuck is happening at the circus? The circus needs to be investigated. The circus needs to be investigated by some third-party investigators. There's something weird happening here. There's something in the water. What? God, I just thought of like a joke that in my head is not funny if I was to say it, but like in my head it's just very funny. Oh God. Sorry. Okay, why? I'm not thinking what I said just now was incredibly funny. Just want to put that out there. Why did he do that? I'm not sure why I did it. It's tough not to get charmed when she looks at you with those innocent giant-ass eyes. Okay, so just done. This silk hat is Max's. That's right. It's beautiful, isn't it? I thought up the idea for wearing the hat. Huh? Really? Yup, he took my sketch to the hat shop, and they made a custom hat for him based off the sketch. There's only one of these silk hats in the entire world. Isn't that cool? Okay, I don't... Do I show her her picture of her dead dad? Okay. Okay, I know that was the sentences of defeat, if I guess, if you don't pick the right thing. So, he said we couldn't go... Like, we can't go to the whatever. Let's all go to look at these fucking just clown items. Clown bed. This guy eats, sleeps, and I don't know, something else. What is the hole in there? Look at the ceiling. Looks like someone punched a hole in it. You're right. I wonder what happened. I don't even want to imagine what goes on in here. There's carrots? What the? There's a string of carrots here. How strange. Carrots seem to come in all different shapes. Weird. I think we got a carrot freak here. Can't tell if Mo just likes carrots or if he's using them for some sort of gag. I do like this poster. Mo's got an excellent pair of pajamas laid on his bed in an excellent manner. What? Those are pajamas? You mean he goes to bed dressed as a clown? Ew. Oh, we're just being rude to clowns now. Just being rude to clowns. December 28th, Detention Center. Visitor's room. Max is in here. He must be in questioning. Oh, I wanted to see a magic trick. Should be back in a little bit. I guess so. Oh, damn it. God. What a bummer that is. When you go to a room and you think something new is going to happen, and then it's just like, oh, they're gone. So no. Just slams in your face. December 28th. Wright & Co. Losses. Alright. We've got lots of things we have to look into. No time for slacking. Let's get going. Okay. What's the matter? You seem down. Maximilian Galactica. Who would have guessed he was country bumpkin? Who would have guessed he was country bumpkin? So now what do we do? Huh? There's still lots of things we can do. Go to the scene of the crime, talk to witnesses, gather evidence. Yeah, guess you're right. We don't even know what What happened in the first place? Okay, I don't believe you. I was going everywhere. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. I've sworn I've heard that before. Well, we never have enough information. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. Okay, back to circus. I mean, I imagine then there's probably something I have to, like, examine, but you know what I don't want to do at the exact moment? Is go and click on everything in these, like, 3 areas. Something I guess 4 areas. I have 4 areas. Okay, showing her this did nothing, and that's a hat. Look, that's where Max comes out during the show. I've got to admit, that was a pretty cool effect. We're planning for me to start coming out of the line during the show. That's great, Regina. Yeah, I will ride on Regent's back and jump out of Lion's mouth. I want to try it too. I'll ride on Nick's back and jump out of the Lion's mouth. Sometimes I wonder about this girl. Rope. Hey, it's a rope. Probably for tightrope walking. That's a bit strange. There weren't any tightrope walkers in the show when we saw it. I'm gonna have to click things. Oh, God. Clicking things. Ah, ladder. It's just a step ladder. What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with the basic facts of the matter. Oh, okay. It's not even worth arguing with her on this one. There doesn't seem to be anything here that can help us. Not a single clue. You know, I've been meaning to ask you, what exactly do you mean when you say clue? What are you looking for? Bloody chainsaw, for instance. Well, there's definitely not one of those here. Okay, I don't think... She's just... I guess I'm gonna Look, it's Max. Even when you don't want to see him, poof, he's right in front of you. Sure, the sign says Berry Big Circus, but looking around, might as well be called Cirque de Galactica. Stars on his cheek sure are dreamy. How about I draw a star on your cheek, Nick? I've got a marker. Nah, it's alright. Those streamers do a nice job introducing the circus performers. Maximilian Galactica and his comical comrades. You know, you don't really see too many streamers nowadays, do you? Right, I haven't seen one in ages. I bet they stopped using them due to little kids climbing up to the top. I don't think that was why. Okay, that's not a thing. Store must lead to the lodging house. No entry to unauthorized personnel. Do you really need to say no entry if no one's actually entering? It's almost like a Zen riddle, isn't it, Nick? Not even going to justify that question with a response. I bet all the stars stay at that lodging house. I guess we're not going in, though. What the fuck am I doing? What am I even doing? Why am I'm already upset. 40 minutes in, and I'm already like, what is happening? What am I to do? There's some evidence under the tarp over there. Hey, watch it, pal. Killer's behind the tarp. Gotcha, I was just kidding. This is the only place that the snow has been trounced upon. The murderer was sloppy, leaving all these prints all over. No. We're the ones who left the prints. An investigation can be a messy thing sometimes. What? Huh? I also slipped and fell in that spot over there. The other detectives all got a good laugh when the prosecutor whipped me. Thank God there was all this snow around to bring down the swelling. It's great to know that the police aren't worried about the persevering the work. It's great to know that the police aren't worried about preserving the evidence. This year I finally won an air conditioner. What? You didn't have an air conditioner? Did you ride your Triceratops to work too? And what do you mean you won an air conditioner? You didn't buy it? I can't afford one of those things, but I got lucky and won as a door prize at the annual police Christmas party. They really pay you peanuts, don't they? Peanuts? I don't even get paid enough for peanut butter, let alone peanuts. Depressing. The safety lights around the circus are kept on all night long, so they should have been on at the time of the murder. So you're saying the murder took place in the light. How strange. How strange indeed. Guess we'll just not do anything about that though. Okay, I think I've clicked every pot. Look, there's nothing here left for me to do. Who is oh, this? I was like, who the fuck is this? Guess that's the guy that's murdered. What a stash. What a stash that goes. His facial features are very interesting. Regina Barry's father. The idol of the okay, well, I've gotten affidavits from most of the performers at the circus. There's certainly a strange bunch of characters. You don't say. Well, not stranger than you, I suppose. That was cold. I'm sorry, I was just messing around. Okay, well, I don't know. Is there something in this room I'm missing? Awesome, look at these shoes. They're great. Forget the shoes, check out the great big banana peel. You sure it wasn't Moe's snack after lunch? Are you blind? Look at how many scratches there are from people slipping on it. Bananas. Gee, clown equipment is so funny looking. He's got a balancing ball, a unicycle. He's even got a trampoline. But they're all broken. Maybe he's just a little too excited during practice. Who knows with that guy? Maybe that's part of the gag. Maybe. Maybe it's all part of the gag. Mo seems to be a voracious reader. Look at all the hard books he has here. Clowns for Dummies, The Joke's on You, Treat Your Peons Right, and the classic, Funny Jokes Are Funny. Wow, Mo is very studious. Joke's on You, huh? I mean, I'm quickly running out of things to click. All those clown costumes lined up like that. I don't know about you, but it's creepy. Look at the collection he's got. It's incredible. It must be a collection of clown costumes from around the world. Oh, I almost forgot. What is it now? Better not want me to try on one of those. Try one of those on, I mean. I was thinking of starting a costume collection myself. I'll call it World Spirit Channels. We can display it all in our office. In our office? As soon as you start paying the bills, you can say that. That's everything in here. I can't do anything else in here. There's nothing else to click on. Look at and inspect. Oh no, what the fuck is happening? Oh, what is this? Nick, you can see the scene of the crime from here. You can even tell that the ground has been disturbed. It's right in front of this window about 30 feet away. Guess it wouldn't have been strange for someone to have seen the crime from here. Seems like an important fact. Important thing. Okay, so talk, and talk. Talk and talk. She looks concerned. Oh. I seriously have no idea. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? I've literally, what am I missing? What am I missing? What the fuck is this game? Look at the thing in the bottom right of the screen, the white bar, and it lines up like exactly in line with the slant of her arm. That's all I'm noticing right now. What the fuck? I don't want to have to click all this shit. This isn't gonna give me anything. You want to click the big ball? You want to click the light? You want me to click the sign? They're kind of far away, don't you think? They are. It also means that lots of people can fit in the big top. He's right. We can fit 500 people into a show. 500? That's amazing. Flying around above that many people is a real rush. At least that's what Max said. I don't know. I mean, I need to know. Let's go to find the guide somewhere. I don't get it. I don't understand. Characters, great. Locations, great. I don't need that though. One second. This might be a thing. I don't know. I just quickly set it. Let me see. It's Max! Hey, where's Max now anyways? You don't know? Nope. He's been arrested. He was charged with the murder of your father. It's okay. Nick and I will help him. Max isn't the guy, is he? I mean, the criminal? Of course he's not. I'm worried about so many things right now. Like what? Giggle. That's what it was, wasn't it? Oh my god. I just show her Max's There's nothing. There's literally... You can't even fault me on this. There is nothing in this game that has been presented that made you think that she would need to be shown Max's profile. So the only way you're going to get that is by looking up the guide or literally exhausting your whole... Alright, let me show her this profile. Let me show her this profile. Let me show... Now let's go to Detective Gumshoe. Let me show him this profile. Let me show him this item. Let me show... That's not good gameplay. It's not good gameplay. It sucks. It sucks. God, this is making me so mad. I shouldn't be so mad, but it makes me mad. It makes me mad because I know it's an older game, and I know, but we've evolved past this. I would like to think in video games like this, in this genre. It just sucks that I have to sit here and play. I have to play it. I have to do it. I have to experience it. I'm playing it. I'm choosing to do this, so it's fine. It's a video game. I'll get over it. But man, that sucks. There was, unless I'm missing something, there was no indication to show the Max profile to her. This game, I don't think we've... In the first game, it was maybe one time where we had to show a profile maybe to someone, or maybe we didn't even have the opportunity. But now, this game, on top of the shitty lock things that I've already complained about and gave my reasons why I think it's a bad mechanic, it's just basically bringing a bad mechanic from the trials to the investigation parts. Now, on top of it, they've added a whole slew of random profiles you could show people to start triggering new conversations. It's just like... Again, it makes me become feral, apparently. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. God. Over here complaining and then just... What's on your mind? Regina, what's the matter? What's on your mind? Giggle, I'll tell you, Maya, but just you. Well... Mumble. What? Really? And then... Oh my, that's incredible, Regina. Come on, Nick. There's no reason to pout. Don't worry about me. Regina told me that someone professed their love to her. Professed their love? Not only that, it was Maximilian Galactica. That's weird. He is an adult and she is 16. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I wonder how many people have stolen one of his hearts anyways. And then, on the exact same day, another person professed their love for her as well. What? Who was it? Someone named Trillo. Trillo? Apparently he's a tenor who sings in the circus. I haven't met him yet. Regina seems to be quite the hit with the men in the circus. That's weird. Again, she's 16. Don't like this. She must have some sort of strange power over them. Or, you know, these circus guys are freaks. You're not kidding. 2 people in one day? Even I want to profess my love for her. Me too. She's so cute. Giggle. Can I get out of here now? Take me out of here. Yeah, God. December 28th, Berry Big Circus entrance. Huh? Hey, Nick, look over there. What? There's someone over there. Excuse me? Oh, my. Hello. Hello, Mr. Nochin. Making fun of a drawing of a video game character. Hello? Wow, he sure is a quiet one. Excuse me. Huh? Me? Yes, you work at the circus, don't you? No, I'm just your everyday average Joe. An average Joe who just happens to hang out at the circus? I don't think so. Yes, I am. I've got nothing to do with what's going on here. He's lying. Like any regular person would hang around the circus, dressed like that, with a bow that is bigger than his actual head. I'm an attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm a spirit medium. My name is Maya. Well, I just happened to be passing by. I don't suppose you happen to be some kind of carny. Not a carny. I'm actually a performer. Actually, I'm a ventriloquist. Ventriloquist? I'm Benjamin Woodman. Your last name is Woodman? Yes, that's right. But everyone calls me Ben. Ah, yes. That's your alias, right? I believe they call it a stage name. Excuse me, Ben. Yes? You mean me? About the murder. I'd like to talk to you about the details, if I may. Really? I'm just a regular normal guy. I don't know. This guy's so nervous, he's creeping me out. Nick, cheer up. Just try and smile. Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximilian Galactica? Max? He's not very nice. Did he just say that Max is not very nice? Ow, my head hurts. Yikes, I hope he is okay. Sounds like he just popped a gasket. Ben, so you're a ventriloquist? I'm just a regular guy. You already told us that you were a ventriloquist. Oh, yes. Nick, don't yell at him. Can't do that. Can't help it, he's making me nervous. Ben, would you mind showing me some of your skills as a ventriloquist? Well, right now, why? So contagious. What the fuck was going on there? Okay, what do I have to do? What do I have to do? Alright, I'm just gonna, I don't even know. Just gonna, wait, no, stop, game, stop. Stop! I gotta try moving into all the rooms again. Here we go. I guessed correctly. December 28th, lodging house, first floor, Mo's room. Hello, Kablama! Oh, he's a carrot clown. Congratulations, you're the big wiener! The 1 millionth visitor to the room of the one Mr. Mo Curls, aka me. I don't like his getup. The mouths are creepy. Earplugs, must find earplugs. To celebrate this momentous occasion, would you care for an organic grape? Just one? Did you get my joke right there? I welched on giving you more than one. No, it was funny. It is your duty as a human being to laugh. People who don't laugh are usually last seen in Lansing. Catch my drift? Ha ha ha. Ooh, ha ha. I hate like reading dramatic laughing. Maya. This is like some Faustian nightmare. Come on, it was funny. Clowns are always funny in my book. She's down with the clowns. In my book, they're just funny looking. You sure do have great taste in clothes, girlie. Look at that garb. You look just like Greta Garb. Oh. I'm just gonna start saying, aha, aha, aha. I'm going home. No, Nick, you can't. You know, I can excuse a bad joke or two, but this stooge keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's what I object to. Okay, I get it, but you have to admit he is kind of funny. No, I do not have to admit that because he isn't. Could you please tell us more about the Berry Big Circus? It's a very big story, sure. You got that kind of time? Hits just keep on coming. This circus has been in business for 20 years. We all performed under the guidance of the ringmaster, Russell Berry. 20 years? Wow. Working in the circus is never easy, especially nowadays. With movies, TV, and bowling, there's just too much competition. But I love the circus. I love it too. That is why I've been here for 20 years. We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends in the clowns on us. Nick, you just made a joke. Laugh. Har, har, har. Har, har, har. The ringmaster was a real big shot in the circus world. A real class act. Even when there were no customers, Russell would use his own money to pay me. I like how he pushes his carrot out of his face. That's very good. Because he knew that I had a family to care for. He was happy to take care of his employees. I see. How could anyone do that to such a wonderful man? Mo? Wiggity, 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 what? I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was born without a sense of humor. Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way? Let's talk about the murder. Let's see. It must have taken place around 10 p.m. last night. After rehearsals were finished, I was tuckered out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I caught a peek of it. Caught a peek? Of the crime. Just as we suspected. This guy's the eyewitness to the crime. Russell Berry. The ringmaster was truly ahead of his time. He would always add new elements to the show.
New elements. When you've been a performer for a long time, your act starts getting a bit stale. I realize that even my act can get a bit long in the tooth. Sometimes my jokes can be a bit, old-fashioned. A bit long in the tooth? But that make-believer, takes things too far. Make-believer? The magician, the one that thinks he's all high and mighty. He had the gall to say to me, "You're one of those funny types, right?" What does he mean, one of those? Well, the joke's on him now. On him? Yep, he got on everyone's nerves. The day of the murder. Go ahead. Nope, no way. Just forget I said anything. He's still hiding something about Max. You say you saw the crime. Do you mind telling me what you saw? Well, police told me that I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word, pal. I'm just gonna have to let these lips stay zipped. It's not fair. I guess you're right. Maybe I can tell you a few details. But only if you can get old Stiff Lips here to make with the funny. Stiff Lips? Wait, do you mean me? Nick, you could do it. What's the matter? Just getting ready. Okay. Do you know why I, Phoenix Wright, am a great lawyer? Because I'm right all the time. At least his expectations are low. I wouldn't let him quit his day job. Yeesh, could've got some slack. At least it was funnier than Chuckles over here. It wasn't the greatest joke I've heard, but you did try, so I'll tell you what I saw. I'm sorry he's incapable of being funny, Mo. Fuck you. Get fucked, Maya. That night, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. Sounded like a giant thump. Once I heard it, I jumped out of bed. That's when I saw the back of man. Without question, without a doubt, it was that magician. That's all I saw, but it just proves how terrible that man actually is. He knows more about Max than he's letting on. Do I have to present Max to him? Huh. If he thinks he can kill the ringmaster, it's only just that he should die too. Mo! Sorry, I crossed the line, but he truly is a disgusting human being. Why do you hate him so much? Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clonked Ben right over the head as hard as he could. Ben? The ventriloquist with the speech impediment? You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourselves. Cafeteria? Let's just say there's got to be something interesting there. Ha! Ah, yes. The very big circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry a map with you to get around. Ah, thank you. This is an atlas. Oh, I kill myself. Really, I'm dying here. Coronary. Now he's just laughing to hear his own voice. Circus map. Added to court record. Alright, great. Lots of rooms. Just leave the clown. Goodbye, clown. Goodbye, clown. Wait, can I not go to the... Oh, there we go. I was like, can we not go to the cafeteria like you told me to? You dang game. December 28th. It's stupid. You know what? Let's just keep piling on the criticisms. Still very upset. You can't just go from the room where I was with Mo, where he's like, hey, go to the cafeteria. And I can't go to the cafeteria from there. I have to go over here, then go over here, then try to be like, where the fuck's the cafeteria? And then go over here. And then, oh, there's the cafeteria. Okay. Arbitrary, dumb movement limits and annoyances. Gotta love it. December 28th, Big Top Cafeteria. Ew, this place is gross. This must be because of last night. I didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder. That reminds me, what was it that the Mo said? He said that yesterday morning Max clonked Ben over the head here. He also said that there's gotta be something interesting there. Nick, what's gotta be interesting? Don't ask. Gotti. I'm going to say that this is what bonked him on the head. What's this? Must be a juice bottle or something. Ah, watch out, Nick. There's broken glass over the floor. Broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor. Do you think it means anything? There's gotta be something interesting there. Huh? Looks like we're going to have to go back and meet with him. Him? Broken bottle. Added to the court record. An orange juice bottle? Really? That's found broken on the cafeteria floor. This is strange. There's nothing on top of the stand. Look here. Max is written on it. It must be his VIP table. Isn't it a bit small to be a VIP table? Won't be putting a 10-course meal on this. Well, he could still eat hamburgers, right? Keep our cafeteria clean. Doesn't seem like anyone ever read this sign, huh? Maybe they should make it easier to understand. Clean it or die. Well, that would definitely make them clean up. Okay, I guess I just go back. Is it saying go back to the clown or go back to the detention center? Okay, I assume it's back to the clown. I guessed incorrectly. Dun, 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 dun. What do you think about this? Anything come to mind? Ah, you want some advice on your development as a comedian, right? I see. Well, this is what you do. When you tell a joke, imagine everyone's wearing underwear and dancing lambada. I think it's enough advice for now. Nick, he was giving you good advice. Don't be so close-minded. Wait, I thought... Or did it mean go... It said talk to him, right? There's only so many people I can talk to. There's only so many hymns. Okay, I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna read the failed messages because I just refuse. Oh, probably talk to him. He was the one who was bonked, right? I guess it makes sense for me to present to him. Would you mind taking a look at this? I guess we won't need you to look at this after all. What? Huh? What? Game, don't do this to me. Don't make me look it up again. For fuck's sake, I don't even. No. Guess what? Probably there's something I completely didn't do. I'm not even gonna get mad. I'm not even gonna get mad. Look at this creepy ass clown. Real name Lawrence Curls. Ringmaster's old friend, a pleasant stooge of the clown. Apparently I was supposed to show her her dad. You know what? Why would I show the dad to her? Is it just... Honestly. If my... just... If you have a game where the gameplay part of it is to present piece of evidence, A, whether it's an item or profile or whatever in this game, to person B, there needs to be something that logically tells you that you should do that.
And it shouldn't just be a fucking guessing game at some point. It shouldn't just be, all right, well, I'm lost, so I'm going to default to just going to every person and showing them everything in every profile. Because that's bad gameplay. That is boring. That sucks. So there's got to be something in the game that logically draws you to do that. That says, oh, yes, showing Regina both the profile of Max and her dad will progress the story. But there's nothing doing that. So then, and you know what? I would do it. I would go to just like I do press on every investigate or every trial thing. I would do it. But then I just have to sit through. It'd make these playthroughs even fucking longer as I keep getting told the character will give that message where it's like, I don't know who that person is, or I don't know what that item is. And that sucks too. So, and I'm only doing this now because I looked up this now the second time tonight where I've had to look up, and it's both of them were her. So my problem is with her. My problem is with this game, but after practice was over, Dad went right back to his room. His room? Yes. That door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room. I don't know why, but he went off to his room in a hurry. I wonder what happened. The ringmaster's room. It's probably a good idea to check it out for myself. But, yeah, that sucks. Absolutely sucks. So it's a whole room I got here that I assume is going to be important just by talking and showing a picture of her own dad. Like, December 28th, Big Top, Ringmaster's room. This was the Ringmaster's room? Yes. This room belonged to the victim. Are you not paying attention, Maya? Which means this must be where Max met the Ringmaster last night. Now that you mention it, that is what he said. Wonder what... that's an interesting poster. Ah, it's a poster of Max. I want it. I want it. Nick, I want it. I want to get out of here. What's this? What are these? Poster? This posters? A couple Max posters. A few, even. This looks really important. It's a table for guests. There are some papers scattered on top. Ah, look at this. Max's salary is written on this piece of paper. Yikes. Ooh, what is it? I didn't know that a magician. This salary is incredible. She looks like she's about ready to pass out from shock. How much is it? How much is it? That much? Incredible, huh? You could say that again. This must be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. The ringmaster signed and dated it. What's the matter, Nick? Max definitely got a raise, but this document is dated a week ago. Ringmaster's papers added to the court record. Documents related to Max's salary negotiations. He got an enormous raise 1 week ago. There's a lot of posters here, don't you think? There are indeed. So many posters that they aren't likely to miss one, are they? Maya, we're supposed to be at the honest ones around here. But you didn't even notice that I took one. Ugh, Sherry swiped one. Heh. Heh. You're incorrigible. You know that? Oh, nice. Max G promo poster added to the court record. I didn't think we were actually gonna get one. Emblazoned with Max's 3 famous symbols. 3 famous symbols? What are the 3 famous symbols? Oh, the things on the bottom? Or what he's wearing? What are the things on the bottom? No, the things at the bottom are like part of the promo. It's like the tiger, it's a crowd shot at the end, and then rocks. I don't know what the thing in the middle is. I assume this is probably talking about his items. So it's like his hat, his cape, and his pants, his boots. I don't know. His gloves, maybe? What are the important 3 items? Famous symbols. We know it's the hat, but
Okay, so took a poster. This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but this desk looks old and cheap. There's a really big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster. He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father. Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Indeed, just look at all the awards the circus has won. Like, all county quiz champions, ringmasters association mini golf master, beer belly balloon bounce champ, pet grooming grand prix. Wow, ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could have never imagined. Okay, let me go to the weird, I don't even know what these are. This is where the ringmaster applied his makeup. It's quite a collection of the most understated colors. Shocking pink, for example. This one says it's 100% all natural organic mascara. And this one says sensitive enough for a baby, strong enough for a mind. Ringmaster must have been really concerned about skincare. Very metrosexual. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna say we can leave. I'm gonna say we can leave. Do I think he's gonna be here? Thank God. December 28th, detention center, visitors room. That animation just kills me, where he just fucking throws, like, it looks like he's just like, God, it's supposed to be like a card explosion, but it just looks like he just takes like 5 cards and does that, like, right in your face, and just, and you're just like, every time you like introduce yourself to him, Phoenix has to like close his eyes and like make sure he's not just pelted with cards. Oh, it's my 2 sweeties. Welcome to the detention center. Do you just call me a sweetie again? What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with? Well, we've gathered quite a few clues. Wonderfully fantabuloso. I mean fabulous. That's why we came to meet with you again. What's wrong? Quit making such a scary face. Okay then, Max. Let's make this absolutely fabulous. We heard a lot about you at the circus, Max. Ah, you must mean from the dinosaurs? How were those Jurassic geriatrics? Max, you aren't very popular with the other performers, are you? Yes. Sweetie, that's what they call jealousy. Jealousy. They are absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. People who really understand can see the obvious differences between us. People who really understand? For instance, my sweetie pie. So Regina understands him, huh? I plan on getting married to her. She is truly my sweet... Oh, he was saying... Oh, I thought he was calling sweetie pie to, like, me. Or... Maya. But he's talking about Regina, sweetie pie. Which, again, I mean... 21. 16. It feels weird. Feels weird, man. I don't even care. There's no way to easily justify it. I'm not gonna. I think that's creepy. Obviously, this is a video game or whatever. And do I expect the video game to say, like, for Phoenix to be like, that's really creepy, Max? You're an adult technically, and she's technically a child. No, I don't expect the game to say that, but and I mean, again, I don't think even the game is going to get into this whole thing, but to even think about it even more, like, he was clearly been in the circus for a while, and he was working with her dad, and then so he probably knew her when she was even younger, and so then, like, was he having like different thoughts? I don't want to keep thinking of. I don't want to dwell on it too much, but man. Mind freak. Wow. No, don't say that. No. Maya. Stop.
Stop, Maya. It's not cool. It's already in the works. Oh? That's strange. Regina never said anything about actually marrying this Joker. This is different. This is different than me like being mad at the game. This just makes me feel icky, you know? Yeah. Bam. Bam. You met with the ringmaster on the night of the murder. Yes. I was with him around 10 p.m. once I was done with practice. I went to his room right after we finished. They found the ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of this lodging house. Yeah, I heard about that. He needed to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return. Huh? Sorry, Max. I have something I must attend to right now. Do you mind waiting for me right here? It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat? It's alright. I'll be right back. It should only take about 10 minutes. Bunk. And then, I waited for him, but he never came back. Did he go to the plaza where the body was discovered? Possibly. The snow had tapered off a bit, but it was still very cold outside. But I have no idea what he went off to do. Okay. Do I have then the things to show him? Do I show him this? Do I show him this and this for the locks? I guess we'll find out. Let's try. Meeting with Russell. Last night, you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such. Exactly. We reached an agreement about the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth? The whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary. I hate lies, and I hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? Is it this because this shows was a week ago? I guess. That's... It was on the table in the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said that you received quite a raise. Is there a problem with being well compensated? Not with the compensation, just with the date. This is dated a week ago. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous. Alright, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the ringmaster called me to his room. He called you? Why did he do that? Sorry, sweetie. That's private. Ringmaster called him. I wonder if there was some sort of problem. Max, perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about? Well, not if I don't have to. Isn't this why the ringmaster called you into his room last night? I'm gonna say the bottle. Isn't this why you were called to the ringmaster's room that night? Well, where did you get that? Cafeteria? But you already knew that, didn't you? Of course. It fell and broke on the floor. He's still hiding something else. Max? What is it, my sweetie? Didn't fall and break on the floor. You used this bottle to... smack someone. Can I go to the profile? Nice. Ben? Oh, our first look at the dummy. You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? And that's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous! You might as well be a magician. Excellent. The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast, we had a run-in. You mean you had a fight with Ben, the ventriloquist? You could put it that way. Why did you fight with him?
Ben seems like such a quiet man. We fought about my sweetie pie. You mean Regina? That ill-bred creep told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Oh. I need to finish off the beer there. Would you put up with that? Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben? Told her he was in love with her. Are you sure this is Ben we were talking about? All I can say is that he made me mad, and I had to tap him on his hard head. That's when the ringmaster called me and I realized that it was my chance. Your chance? That's when I went to his room and I laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie. What? The ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie, and no one else's. I see. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up? Jesus. What do you mean by shut him up? You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Trillo can't say a word, not without Ben. Trillo? The puppet? The ventriloquist's puppet. His real name is Trillo Quist. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know! That's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flapping off at the balsa, I'd be screwed. You hid him? You mean the ventriloquist's puppet? You are so smart, sweetie. Where did you hide him? What? Sweetie, you aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you? Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet. Fabulous! That should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I hid Trillo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting Trillo for me, do you, my sweets? No problem. None at all. Thank you, Max. You know I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. Then don't go hiding puppets. Oh, I'm stopped. I can't go to the room. December 28th, very big circus entrance. Huh? Ben's not here anymore. Yeah, I wanted to ask him something. It's cold out. He's probably in the tent. Go to the tent. Go to the tent. December 28th, very big circus, big top. What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress. Don't be so negative. Of course we're making progress. But everyone loved the ringmaster, and there's no sign of footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved. Of course. And now Regina is in here. I'm not seeing how that's related. Is Ben already in here? December 20th, Big Top Ringmaster's room. It looks the same as always. A great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing. Will you just stop it, you poster pilferer? I'm just kidding. You know, I already got one of these posters. You mean stole one of those posters. Yeah, let's focus on what Max told us. He said that he hid Trillo somewhere in this room. Trillo? Oh, the ventriloquist puppet. I'm gonna go. It's not in here. Is it in? You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat. And they call this the face of someone who already knew that. What? A scrap of white paper sticking out of the coat pocket. Huh? Where? Where? Calm down, Maya. Can't just go rummaging through people's coats. Ah, you always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. Do I not grab the piece of paper? Why don't I? Can't just go rummaging. Oh, so it's not gonna let me pick up the piece of paper that the game wanted to point out to me? What? Ah. Why would I click this again? This was the table used when visitors came to see him. Ew, there's mud caked on the table. Someone with terrible manners must have put their shoes up on the table. Max. Nick, don't even think about it. I wasn't. How uncouth do you think I am anyway? Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Indeed. Just look at all the awards the circus has won. Like, all county quiz champions, ringmaster. We've already read this, though. Wow, the ringmaster was multi-talented with... There's something shoved under the bookshelf. This is... That's Trillo! That's Ben's puppet! I think you're right. We'll give it back to him later. A ventriloquist's puppet. An operatic tenor who doubles as Ben's sidekick. Why do I have to carry this thing? We out of here then? We out? December 28th, Big Top Cafeteria. Oh, hey Ben. Hello. Hello to you too. It's awfully cold today, don't you agree? Yeah, I do indeed. Don't you think it's cold, Nick? I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case. Tell us what you know about the murder. Do you know anything at all? I don't know a thing. Well, I don't know. You've been in the circus for a long time, haven't you, Ben? Yes, about 4 years. I gotta admit, I'm kind of interested in this place as well. Mo is so funny, and Max is so amazing. Not to mention Regina being the cutest little thing I've ever seen. Regina? I don't really like her too much. Are you sure about that? That's odd. Max said something about a confession of love. Alright, I'm just gonna fucking give this to him. Ah, Ben, this is yours, isn't it? Yes, that's mine. Here you go. Ventriloquist, return to Ben. Alright, Maya, let's get going. It's that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben. Okay. So, Nick, where are we going next? Let's see. Maybe we should go talk to... Hey, wait! Who said that? What are you looking at? I'm right here, you blind wench. Oh, God. I should have known this was going to be a thing. What's your problem anyways? Don't you know how to properly greet someone? Ben? Is that you, Ben? No. I would never. It was me. Yeah, me. Down here. You're Trillo? That is Mr. Quist to you, sir. Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name. Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect. Not again. Mr. Quist, is that better? No, look at me when I'm talking to you, 8-bit excuse for an attorney. Trillo, you talked about insulting people, you promised. Wait, does he get punched by the dummy? Oh, that's actually really good. Just... But he was mocking me. Not being mean to bullies was not included in the deal. I'm sorry, Trillo. Nick, what just happened? Trillo's still a puppet, right? The ventriloquist. Hey, who do you think you are? Call me a puppet. Tell us what you know about the murder. You talking to me? I said you talking to me? Don't look at me when you're talking to me. Ventriloquist. Behave, young man. Shut up, Woody. What murder are you talking about? You mean the one where they offered off the old man? I guess so. No need to make such a fuss about things. That old mutt paid us all peanuts. Hello, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet. Don't you have nerve pills or something to take right now? These two are really an odd couple, aren't they, Nick? Okay, I'll talk. Graham's got clobbered over the head. Let me lay it all out for you. The pay sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hand up my pants. Your partner? You mean Ben? Yeah, creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off for me, will ya? He's just another one of the dorks around here. Oh, my. But I'll be fair. In this cesspool of human garbage masquerading as performers, I found my Madonna. Your Madonna? Regina. My lovely Regina. She is stunning, right, Ben? Well, I'm not sure if I would go that far. You'll have to excuse him. He doesn't understand what he does not understand of what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator of true beauty. Hence why I shall marry her. Marry her? Marry? I mean... The ringmaster got knocked upside his cheap head by that flying fraud. You mean Max Galactica? Why do you say that? Trillo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that. Straighten up, I'm made of wood. Besides, you were there. You know what happened. You were there? If you're that interested, then I'll let you in on the facts. You're going to marry Regina? That's right. She doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she? I think I'm beginning to see why she seemed troubled. Well, I don't care. It is my choice, not hers. We're getting hitched. I know you think that, but... But what? I gave her a special gift. I gave her the wonderful gift of song. You gave her a song? Well, I am a renowned tenor. You'll be happy to know that I've decided to grace you with one of my songs. Me. I want you to touch me. I want you to kiss me. I want you to... The rest is private. Well, the melody is pretty good. Those lyrics, I think they need a little work. Who asked you? I'm the artist here. Thanks. Now that Trillo's here. Now that Trillo's here, does that mean you can talk normally now? Hey, buttface. You must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? You know, it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all. Trillo? Enough jibba jabba. Let's get to court already. Hey, wait a second. Nick, what's going on? He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. Great. December 28th. Very big circus, big top. What in the world happened with Ben and Trillo? Quite a pair, those two. What did it... Ooh. You know how I'm like, oh great, every time we get to a new episode, we get like a million different characters that we all gotta do. Now we're introducing a monkey. Just a fucking monkey. Oh no, now what? Ooh. Yow. Am I getting beat by with my badge? Just suffer a monkey attack. Hey, welcome back, Nick. That monkey. My badge. The monkey stole it. What? Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You look so completely dumbfounded. Regina? You, that monkey. Hey, no need to get angry, okay? But my attorney's badge. Don't worry, I'll help you out. Okay, if you say so. I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it?
Yeah, it's such an important thing I like to do in this game.
By the way, the monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey. His name is Monkey. Money? Monkey?
Go back! I want to be monkey!
The monkey is called Money? Yes. Well, Rich Ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get that back? I'll see what I can do. Even I have money problems. Huh? Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home. That's pretty funny. Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Money disappeared to. I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know. Huh? You don't know? Well, Money isn't exactly someone I am on friendly. Money isn't exactly someone I am on friendly terms with. What?
Way too often in this game do the characters go, huh? What? Huh? What's going on? What? What? I just noticed, like, we're always just constantly just being like, what? Huh? It's not good.
He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming. Oh, I see. Go to Moe's. Guess it is time that I revisit that kooky clown. Do you mind telling us a bit about Ben? Ben? Oh, you mean the guy that is always hanging around with Trillo? What do you mean hanging around? Well, he was there when Trillo told me that he was in love with me.
Trillo told you that he was in love with you?
Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think? He's so smart and he's such a wonderful singer. I love him. But what about Ben? What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trillo. Like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of the circus.
That's a good reference. And by good, I mean it is a reference. It's there.
Regina, you were proposed to, weren't you? Proposed to? Nope, that won't be for a while. Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick? Yeah, Max and Trillo both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage. Ah, but Max only talked to the ringmaster about it. I forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly. So, I guess Trillo hasn't asked her directly yet. What? He's going to propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya? Huh? What? Who do you think I should go for, Max or Trillo? God. Wait, you do realize that Trillo is a puppet? I don't care that he's a bit stiff. Oh boy. Okay, I just want to make sure before I leave that I don't go there. Okay, go to Mo. Go to Mo. Going to Mo. Going to Mo. Going to Mo. December 28th, Lodging House Plaza. Huh? Detective Gumshoe took off already. Yeah, probably because we ditched him earlier. I bet he and the other cops got lonely and headed back to the precinct. Thanks for telling me, game. I don't care. We're moving on. December 28th, Lodging House, first floor, Moe's room. The game loves to tell you that a character left. But it's like, I don't care. I can see that left when they're not there. Oh my, if it isn't Mr. Wright all the time. Ugh. It's alright to be wrong every now and again, right? See, Nick? It just took a while for the joke to find its audience. So, what can I do for you? Do you remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair, or maybe just pull my finger and let me have it. We're going to get the same sound effect either way, aren't we? How'd you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you? Aha, 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 aha. Ooh, I'm yawning a bit. So, about Regina. Regina is such a pure, innocent child. Yes, child. Child. I'm glad we're establishing this. She's a child. She's such a cutie, too. She was born and raised in the circus, you know. But that means she doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top. Sounds like Pearly. For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality. She lives in a dream world. She sees dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. Funny thing is, that all seems normal to her because it is her everyday life. Guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist puppet. Don't ask me if her reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. A clown sees life simply, without complications. Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money? Ah, yes, Money. He stole my attorney's badge. It's just like when Mario loses his hat in Mario 64. Phoenix Wright has lost his badge and he needs to get it back or else the whole equilibrium is off. Well, Money does love shiny objects. It makes sense if you swipe your badge. But under no circumstances can you chase after it. Huh? What's that? Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right? Exactly. Bravo, bravo. Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family. Then who does he belong to? I'll be happy to take you to where his owners stay. You mean right now? Of course. Shall we go? Should we go with him now or wait a while? Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh, look at that monkey poster. December 28th, lodging house, 3rd floor, Acro's room. This is it. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? I can't breathe. Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Anyways, this is the place. Acro's room. Acro? Yes, we need another character. Please. Give him to us. He's an acrobat. Seems like he's not around today. There's a big pile of junk over in the corner. I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there too. Just be careful to make sure you got the right stuff. Thanks, Mo. See you later. Money the monkey. A monkey who takes care of Acro. Oh, the monkey takes care of Acro? Interesting. Habitually gathers all sorts of shiny objects. Look at it. Why does the picture of the monkey look so weird against all the rest of the art of this game? Click. Holy cow. There's a fork and a mirror. Everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap looking knockoff wristwatch. Look at this. It's a trophy. It's really heavy. Nick, I found it. Your badge. It's right here. Attorney's badge returned to its rightful spot on lapel. Thanks. You really saved me. Huh? What's the matter? Did you find something? Yeah, check this out. It's a ring. There's something engraved on it. From T to R. Ring put in pocket. Ring put in pocket. Well, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation. Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow? Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be a witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet? Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we still got a magician on our side. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Miiindfreeeeak. That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. Dun. Alright. Wonderful.
Alright, let's take it out of here. Let's get on out. Alright, we'll save. What a wonderful... I only had to look up 2 things on the walkthrough this time. God, what a disappointment. I always, especially when we do these night streams of this game, I turn off the stream, and then I lie in bed at some point later, and I recap. I lay in bed, and I think about the game I played and just streamed, and I go, and I've been thinking about this a lot with Phoenix Wright games. I'm like, was I too harsh? Am I the wrong one? And it's just like, I'm always return. I'm like, no, I think I'm right. I think this game has lots of problems. But yeah, that was annoying. That was annoying that the 2 things I had to look up were, because I don't want to have to look up answers. I want to just naturally get it. But I want to naturally get it, but I definitely don't want to just sit there and go to all the characters available to me. Because at that point there was like 3 or 4 or 5, and then go to everyone and show them all the items I have, all the profiles now, in the hopes that they'll give me the next thing. And both those times it was Regina with 2 people profiles. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. Whatever. I'm going to hold on to the fact that I think I'm right. I'm in the right. I'm always in the right. No, I'm joking. All right, that's cool. That was a nice long investigation section. I guess next will be, here we go, part 2 on trial. So we get to do the trial. And yeah, next time we play. I don't know when the next time we'll play is. Tomorrow? I should be doing a day stream. I don't know when I'm going to start. But in theory, it's a day stream. Hopefully a bit longer of stream and stuff. Mostly I want to tackle Nier Replicant. Very much wanted to get back to that. I might do more of this though, potentially as well. Or Neon White as well. Kind of just depends. But definitely the main focus tomorrow should be Nier Replicant. So that'll be tomorrow. Probably day at some point. Maybe starting in the afternoon if I'm being really lazy. But we'll see. Other than that, have a great rest of your Sunday night. Have a great week. And I will see you tomorrow. And if you're watching this archived, I'll see you for the next part of Phoenix Wright. I'm trying. Don't get mad at me. Bye.